Hey babes!
Hey guys!
So today we're going to be making some really bomb treats for you guys, especially for the holidays, now that they're coming up. But before we do that, I need to make a drink because I don't know about you guys, but I like to sip on something when I'm cooking, okay?
I'll be drunk by the time.
Exactly.
By the time my meal is finished.
Might as well make it fun. The name of the drink that I'm making today is called Santa's Ho Ho Ho.
Girl, why you think that?
It was a little cute. It was a little cute. Okay, so what you want to do is wet the tip first, you know, so you can get the crystals to stick really nice. And then I just sprinkled some on a plate. I feel like that was the easiest thing to do. And you're just going to swish it around like this, just so you can coat the rim with some green sparkles. Now I'm going to take some strawberries. You want to get them frozen so it can make your drink that much cooler. But you don't want the strawberries to actually be frozen when you pour the drink. You want them to have, you know, melted a little bit. Shit, that's exactly what I need scissors for. Gotta have those strong teeth. Right.
She's over here talking about wetting the tip. I'm thinking
right.
It's a children's show.
There we go. You want to fill it about halfway. Oh yeah, these are perfect, nice and wet. See that syrup coming out? That's how you want it. And now I'm just going to pour it halfway with some champagne. Really, whatever champagne you're into will work. It doesn't have to be a specific type of champagne. Super Christmassy. And then you're just gonna add a little ginger ale because, I mean, let's be honest, you don't want it to taste like ginger ale, you want it to taste like champagne. Santa's little ho ho ho. Charmaine, you need one?
Oh, why you asked me about it? Yes, girl, this is so good, and my favorite part about it is the strawberries floating in it. The fact that the champagne now has a strawberry taste, but I love the sugar at the top because
does it give it like a little sweet finish?
Yeah, that ho 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 vibe.
Right.
Who would have thought to ever put ginger ale, like mixed ginger ale and champagne? So good.
So good.
Hey everybody, so today I am making New Orleans style bread pudding. It's one of my favorites with a nice rum whiskey sauce. So usually for this recipe, it would call for you to have stale French bread, but I like my bread fresh and I'm gonna just pop it in the oven for like 20 minutes to give me the same effect of staling my bread for a couple of days. So, about to put this in the oven, check in 20 minutes, and I'm gonna have some stale bread. This recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar, a half a cup of unsalted melted butter, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of pure vanilla extract, 1 cup of raisins, 1 cup of shredded coconut, 1 cup of chopped pecans, or pecans to you northerners, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. And if you use French bread, I'm using 3 cups of milk, but if you use any other type of bread, you want to use 4 cups of milk. And these are the ingredients for the bread pudding, but not the sauce. That's a secret recipe that we're doing. So this is what the bread looks like. It's pretty hot right now, so we want to cool it, and then we're going to get our hands dirty. I forgot one really big ingredient to tell you guys. The bourbon. I got a bourbon whiskey, but we're saving this for later. This is what the bread looks like, obviously after you bake it. And I crumbled one up, but I wanted you to see how I do this loaf. I literally just pull it apart. Just crush it into big pieces. Actually just gonna mix in all the ingredients that I told you about. I'm gonna put them all into this bowl. Not the bourbon, obviously, but everything else. Our raisins. Make sure we get them all. Coconut. Eggs. Sugar. Lots of sugar. That's how you know this shit is not good for you. Pecans. nutmeg and cinnamon, our melted butter, vanilla, and don't forget the milk. If you're using French bread, you want to use 3 cups of milk. Or if you're using other bread, you can use 4 cups. Don't mind my milk, it has a little bit of pecan shapes in it, but that ain't gonna hurt nobody. So now we're just gonna mix all of this together. So right now I'm actually buttering my pan and I'm making sure I get the butter in all the crevices of the pan. And this is a 9 by 13, or is it 13 by 9? It's a 13 by 9. This is our bread pudding. Mixing it together, and it should definitely be soupy, just like it is. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more milk. Now we're gonna put it into this buttered pan. Sorry. I'm gonna bake this for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So now we're gonna make the whiskey sauce that goes with this delicious New Orleans style bread pudding. 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 2 egg yolks, 1/2 cup of bourbon whiskey, and another 1/2 cup of butter. My butter is melted because I didn't know how much 1/2 cup would be, but turns out 1 stick of butter is 1/2 cup of butter. So first I'm gonna pour my butter into my saucepan that I have on medium heat. So right now I'm about to make my bourbon whiskey sauce for this famous New Orleans bread pudding. I just finished melting a stick of butter into my saucepan. And now that it's all melted, I'm going to add the powdered sugar. This is 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. You can just really pour it all in there and mix it around. You're gonna just keep stirring it around until all of the sugar has absorbed butter. So you just wanna keep stirring your sugar and butter until the sugar absorbs the butter. So basically you need to whip it real hard. Just put some muscle behind it. It looks like the sauce is perfect. Well, at least this part of it. You want to remove it from the heat. Now I'm gonna add my 2 egg yolks. Mix that in real good. What's gonna give it that real good taste? You might get a little tipsy after tasting this bread pudding. We are adding this entire 1/2 cup of bourbon, but you wanna do it gradually. I'm only gonna take a little bit because it's strong. Oh my God. That right there is good. I got the sauce. House smells good. I did the bread pudding. Let's check it out. So it's gonna be a little bit more brown than other bread puddings just because I baked the bread instead of letting it sit out. But it tastes just as good. I've let the bread pudding cool for a while, so now I'm gonna cut it and see what it's talking about. Yes. It is smelling so good and looking so perfect. Maybe I should do more delicate. So it looks sexier cut. This is that New Orleans bread pudding. This is what I grew up on. Yummy. Check out what it's looking like. We're gonna pour a little bit of sauce on top. I don't know about you, but I like my cake moist and saucy. And here we have it. New Orleans style bread pudding by yours truly. Bon appetit.